Now we're on.
Hey!
So classy. Still getting used to this new system.
You hate
Phew. Starting to get a bit warmer.
it.
If you can just let us know in the chat that you can hear us and see us, that would be even better.
Thank you.
And hi everyone.
Hi.
Oh, that were a bit much to start off with, then, wasn't it? Yeah.
We've got a drink.
We're being told. Brits on ship, sound loud and clear, guys. Fantastic.
Thank you.
So we'll just say a couple of hellos to everyone.
Lovely.
But before I get on to that,
can I do my drink first?
Yeah, because I feel after the initial stress of us vanishing, then I need a drink. So we have got because it's Princess.
Yes. Well,
theoretically, we'll come back to that very, very shortly.
Yeah.
We're having the 24 carat gold Margarita,
nice.
Which is a great drink.
Should we make it as first drink when we get home?
Should we have first drink?
Okay. We're doing it.
So
Cheers.
we'll raise a glass. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Let's try this.
Oh,
that's pretty easy to do, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's definitely the first drink.
Yeah, I definitely should have had a couple more of them.
Oh,
that's great.
Oh yes.
Recipes scrolling along the bottom if you are remotely interested, but I also put a link in the Facebook group to the video that Princess posted on Facebook to show you how to make it.
Okay.
Which was much easier.
I feel we'll be drinking quite a few of these between the time we get on.
I think you're right. I'll just switch that off and say, so shall we say some hellos to people?
Yes.
As usual, if you do have any questions while we're getting just through the hellos, just start with question. It just makes it easier for us to spot. That'll be fantastic. Thank you. We've already got a couple of questions in, but we'll say some of those first.
Okay.
So we've got Alfie in.
Hi, Alfie.
We've got Luke and Gavin, Cruise Monkeys.
Hi, Luke and Gavin.
Who are pointed out 2 weeks today.
I
know.
2 weeks today.
2 weeks from now, theoretically, we'll have drank a few of these. We've got Monty and Paige in.
Hi,
morning,
Monty and
everyone. So I'm just going to have a quick drink of this as well.
I know.
That is so easy to drink.
Oh my goodness, to see how much tequila's in it.
And we have Monster 2000 on as well.
Woo
woo.
Hi, Monster 2000.
Tony G joining us from Florida.
Hello, Tony G.
We have got Stuart and Karen.
Hi, Stuart and Karen.
Joe and Jim from Canada.
Hi, Joe and Jim from Canada.
Who say they can see and hear us, which is fantastic. We've got the Stanleys all the way from Barnsley.
Hello, Stanley. I can't even speak.
Yeah,
let me
Stanley's in Barnsley.
More of this.
Oh, we've got some locals in today as well. We've got Sunny Holmfirth. We've got Claire.
Sunny.
I'm not convinced it's sunny in Holmfirth any more than
Claire.
it is here on there. We've got Ken and Lindsay as well.
Hi,
they've said
Lindsay.
hello in there. And
Lindsay,
we've had first comment on my hair.
Oh,
looks great, very sassy. Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't a surprise that it was Lindsay getting her hair done. I've had mine cut, but not styled. There's not a lot you can do with style mine.
No.
But yeah, we'll get back to your hair in a little bit.
Thanks. Thank you, Joseph. I'm going to choke.
We've got Lorraine and Tony on from South Derbyshire or Derbyshire. It's Derbyshire.
Derbyshire.
Emma P, your hair is lovely as Evelyn's.
Oh, thank you, Emma P. Thank you.
Bridget's on with us as well.
Hi, Bridget.
So we've got Steve P.
Hi, Steve P.
And we've got Mike as well.
Hi,
Loving the
Mike.
hair, the drink must be strong. Yeah. So that's your new princess haircut.
It's my princess haircut.
So do I just turn around to the back a little bit?
Oh, I don't know if I've done it right. Joseph did it lovely for me yesterday. I was in there. We're in there 5 hours.
5 hours at the hairdresser's, yeah. I'm normally in barbers about 8 minutes.
So. And that does spin. Can you see? Does it look okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's lovely.
Okay.
But it's shortest you've had it in about 10 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think it looks lovely.
Thank you, Danny.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. I went for a haircut that I feel would suit a cocktail in a speakeasy. That was my
it will definitely suit that. We've got Oggy Mojo Kitchen on saying hi from Washington State.
Hi, Oggy. He just tried Oggy Mojo.
I'm just trying to get you getting you
Washington
to speak.
State.
So yeah, 2 weeks today, we theoretically will be on Some Princess, which brings us on to the first question. So I say, if you have any questions, please just pop them in and we will get on. But given that, as the Cruise Monkeys have already said, it's 2 weeks today that we are due to get on.
Oh, look
Now,
at Gavin.
Shall we fill people in on what the situation on Some Princess has been so
Well,
far,
I
in
think-
case anyone doesn't know?
I think they probably do know that the inaugural that was meant to set off on the 10th.
Yeah, in just a few days' time.
Yeah, whenever that's been cancelled. And the as far as I can see, the only thing in writing I have seen is from the Twitter account of Princess.
No, we've had confirmations from Princess PR as well. They've said that the only sailing to be cancelled was the one on the 8th, the original inaugural,
Yeah,
and that all other sailings are going ahead.
but they haven't said that ours is the inaugural or the maiden or the first cruise or anything that confirms, apart from that the first one has been cancelled and that's the only one that's been cancelled.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that ours won't be postponed. I'm just
well, no, you don't postpone it. It either happens or it doesn't. I think that the other one was cancelled just over about 2.5 weeks beforehand.
I was coming down from Loch Ness of all places.
You are, and it was on the Wednesday evening, wasn't it?
I've been to see the monster, no joke. And
there's a lot longer story to that.
Yeah, and you sent me the message, and then you sort of you were one of the first people to see it.
Yeah, I was sort of chatting away for hours that evening on social and in the Facebook groups and everything, where we're all just trying to figure out
what was happening
with it. So the theory is that 2 weeks today we will be on Some Princess.
Yes.
But in 12 days' time is when we set off, because we're going down the night before we fly down to stay in London.
Yes.
Then we get on the plane on the Saturday and we have a night in Rome, and then there. So they've got to tell us in less than 12 days, ideally, because I'd be less than impressed if I drove to London.
I think.
Yeah, at this moment in time now, I don't want to jinx it in any way.
No, and I don't. I think they're probably going to announce it that it's happening after the date that it was supposed to be happening. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're probably going to do it that way. But fingers crossed, we haven't. What's Alison from? It's something travel tips and I can never.
Cruise travel tips. Cruise Go travel tips.
Yes,
like
yeah. Alison, she said that in her thoughts, if we were going to be cancelled, it would have been on Friday, because then it's just over the 2 weeks. So fingers crossed.
It's one of the bits that I've been watching on most, Brits on the Ship, Sandra and Chris, who just put on here.
Yeah.
February 8th inaugural was cancelled 2 weeks and 1 day before. So we've now got closer than that.
Yeah, because you were meant to be on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and as of starting this live stream, it hadn't been cancelled. So if anyone learns anything during it,
but don't wind me up, because I'll drink Mark's Margarita. So,
but I think us and everyone have become obsessed with checking the Virgin emails and the not Virgin, Princess emails.
No, I've got a different strategy.
What's yours?
I keep refreshing the page on Princess that keeps showing it being sold out on the actual website, because from my experience, if you're pulling something, you pull it from the website.
Yeah, not always that. I've seen them still on there. I've seen them still on there after they have been cancelled. But you are, right, occasionally.
That's what I keep checking. That's what I keep checking.
Brits on Ship had their pre-cruise haircut yesterday too. Sandra took 10 minutes, Chris was 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm slightly quicker. But yeah, we're getting to that point now where all of the news that's coming out about it, they're showing the dancers and the entertainment staff rehearsing in Italy, waiting to get on. We've seen some of the guest entertainers who've confirmed they're getting on flights, and that's now been booked and confirmed for them, flying out on the 17th.
We don't think we're getting in spellbound.
No, there's a couple of venues that definitely look like they're closed, albeit again, still nothing official.
Who can say?
Loved by Britta,
which we had booked, as Luke and Gavin know, for about
a couple of hours.
Well,
The app let us book it.
the app let
And
us
then it
book it,
cancelled it.
and then it cancelled it with no word, just disappeared.
So Love by Britta is their fanciest restaurant.
Yes.
So that at this moment in time you can't book, and the rumour is that's not ready.
Yeah.
Spellbound, which is the magic show.
Yes. And the
put together by
speakeasy.
Magic Castle.
Yeah.
Which looks amazing on
Yeah.
all the stuff I've seen up to now. That one is suggested that's not going ahead as well. But again,
Who can say?
everything's speculation because Princess have been very quiet
Yeah.
since announcing that the inaugural was cancelled.
Yeah.
And then sort of just not really saying anything.
No.
So the expectation is that a couple of venues will be closed.
If we're on it.
If we're on it. Let's go with the positivity.
Okay, we're on it.
You've got your dresses behind.
I do have some sparkly dresses. I'm not taking as many sparkly dresses because there's the fancy Britta place, which is the water filter called Britta? Is that what I keep thinking of? Yeah, it doesn't sound as fancy to me. It doesn't, does it?
So yeah, Ken, the short answer to long answer to it is that it's still going ahead as far as we're aware at this moment in time. Everyone, there's a fantastic group on Facebook for the 18th of February cruise, and everyone's like ultra supportive in there, trying to share any information they can find.
Yeah.
And there's been some really good sleuths, people finding the pictures in the Italian press of the people, the entertainers rehearsing. No, not the people responsible. No, and still no one knows why it was delayed yet, which is a bit strange.
Yeah.
Monster 2000, what is your tequila of choice? Is it any that's in a glass?
Yes.
I like Uzits that the Rock does.
Terramana,
yeah.
But when I was in the hairdressers yesterday, I was flicking through Harper's Bazaar.
I'm really interested. How are you getting back to this question?
Because I'm very fancy. And there was an advertising, a tequila in there, and I didn't recognise it, but it looked fancy. And I was going to say,
you like the bottle?
I like the bottle. So I'll find out what that was. It's probably very expensive.
Yeah, so if anyone's got a tequila they would recommend, we have had most of them at some point, but if there's one that anyone particularly recommends,
on offer.
Whatever's cheaper.
Whatever's on offer.
Karen and Stuart said they love the new hairdo.
Thank you.
Bridget says it's fabulous as well.
Oh, thank you.
And the back looks fab.
Thank you. I'm just getting used to it. That's the thing.
Oh, we've got from the far side of the US, Beth from Las Vegas.
Good morning, Beth from Las Vegas.
And Travel Daydreams from the wrong side of the Pennines. We're 3 weekish away from the Sun Princess.
Sky Princess.
Sky Princess. Oh yeah. Hope you love the sun.
Thank you. Us too. And it's not.
We might end up on Sky Princess, yeah.
I have been looking.
I suspect a lot of people have. We've been putting in multiple plan Bs because we're determined to be going away sort of within a week of that day. If we don't go on that, we'll figure something else out.
Yeah.
But yeah. We shall see.
Yes.
Tony G has said that Princess has made the Sailing After Yours into the press media cruise. Yeah, we've seen they've got.
Was it Don from Don's Family Vacations?
Yeah, he's going on the 9th, I think.
Is it the 5th?
It might be the 5th.
This is a 5-nighter, isn't it?
Well, it's a 10-night cruise.
Yeah.
And they're letting various media influencer types on there for 5 nights.
Yeah.
Then they get kicked off somewhere different to where they get on.
I think they get on in Rome and then off in Athens and on in Athens and off somewhere else.
In Rome, probably.
That sounds right.
But yeah, so the fact that they've announced that suggests they're confident of 2 weeks after ours. So we shall see.
Oh.
Ken says it is so pleased for you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, Ken. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. And John Jim said it would look poor to cancel again. So
it would.
It would. And that's been sort of my go-to when we've talked about it from the start, that if you were going to cancel sort of the first 2 or 3 or even 4 cruises, Oceania cancelled for 6.
I saw Ken's tweet about it, because I think it might even be 6. Ken, tell us how many it was. It was a fair few. And that's not happening until 2025.
Yeah.
I think. Ken, tell us.
Yeah. But if they were going to cancel a bunch of them, or they believed that they were at the start, if I were them from a PR point of view,
you just get out.
You'd have announced it then, wouldn't you? You'd have said, "Oh no."
News. Yeah.
You don't want to drip feed bad news for months on end.
Oh no.
So it would look very poor if they cancelled it at this point now, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Ken said, we contacted the ACD and unusually got no reply.
Oh.
Cruise Monkeys gutted about that Spellbounders, was really looking forward to that. Yeah, we were too. It looked so good.
What we have seen, though, I don't know if you've seen it, but we've been, just because for curiosity, we've been tracking all the icon stuff, and we watched Para DJ's bar crawl today, and I think they did it with ECC Travel. I think that's with someone. And I thought, oh, I wonder if Luke and Gavin want to go on a bar crawl around Sun Princess.
Well, we're definitely going to do a bar crawl. We've said today, didn't we? So we were watching Para DJ. Just yeah. Have we never done a bar crawl? So we're gonna film a bar crawl of hitting all the bars. So, Gav, Luke, if you fancy joining us on that one day, it could get very messy.
Oh my goodness, we have to start lunchtime-ish, I think.
That's late on.
And do a through-her.
I don't actually know how many bars there are on there.
Well, it said 29 bars and restaurants on the headline.
But that's bars and restaurants.
Yes, and you're allowed 15 alcoholic drinks, so you'd have to tie it down.
To be clear, we don't have to go into a restaurant to get a drink, do we? It's only the proper bars.
We've got 15 drinks
in the day.
For the whole thing, so that's how we'd have to pick 15 bars.
Okay.
And I've been looking at the deck plans.
Planning it out. Have you plotted a route?
I haven't plotted a route, but I've got a good idea where to start.
And Travel Daydreams have said, according to AIS, Sun Princess is heading for sea trials in the Adriatic. So it looks promising.
Ooh.
If that is correct, that's great news, because it's just, I've been watching it going nowhere at all for the last week and a half.
It's still there.
I'd seen it out at sea trials much earlier on, months ago, when everything was still going to plan. So the fact that if it's gone back out again, that's looking much more. Brits on the ship said it's Brito. It's very close to Brito, isn't it?
Which is Brito?
Loved by Brito. Not loved by Brito. Not loved by a water filter. Or it could be.
Okay, loved by Brito. Thank you.
Cruise Monkey said, which ports are you looking forward to?
Oh.
Well, the one we were most looking forward to was the one that got cancelled, because we've still never been there.
Which is Santorini, and the cable cars broke. Oh, they're fixing it on maintenance or something.
Basically, it's shut.
Yeah.
So where were we going instead? Is it Crete?
Crete, yeah. But it was the Turkey one.
Ephesus.
Yeah,
there's no way we're saying that right.
No, we're not. But I like the look of it. I like the look of that one.
Yeah, that's probably the one that we're going to go on a planned excursion for.
Yes, rather than just explore.
The other ones were more likely to sort of have a wander around and explore. But
yes.
Yeah. What about you two guys? Which ones are you looking forward to?
Oh.
Ken has said Fincenteria, delayed Ocean Allura delivers 6 cruises cancelled.
6?
Yeah,
wow. 6.
But at least they obviously knew that it was sort of far enough out.
Yeah, that they're not going to do.
They know it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Monty and Page said, we saw that Queen Anne is off the Italian coast. Looks like she's started her sea trials.
Oh, yes. And I saw a tweet, they're making an announcement tomorrow. So Ken will be very excited about that.
Yeah.
I wonder what that could be.
I sincerely hope they're not delaying Queen Anne.
Oh, goodness, no. It had a fancy graphic and everything.
All right, they're not delaying it if it's a fancy graphic.
No, there was a little video. No, they're making an announcement.
I'm really looking forward to seeing people like Ken and other people who are going
Rich
on
on
the inaugural.
Yeah.
Because I'm just fascinated by the ship.
Paul and Carol's on it.
Are they?
Yeah, it's going to be fabulous.
We're on it for Christmas.
Yes.
But we have to wait until then.
Yes.
But we can watch it.
We'll be watching all the stuff.
Brits on ship. I hope they've all bars stocked up with you and Cruise Monkeys on board. Yeah.
The thing is, you're not the first person to say that.
Cruise Monkeys have agreed.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah. It could get messy.
Do you have one of those little camp beds in the ottomans in your room?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking Cruise Monkeys.
Why?
No reason.
Why?
There's no reason.
That's a very weird question.
It's not a weird question.
My favourite tequila is Padron and Esho.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
I've not tried that. We should see. Try
that one. What packages have you booked for your upcoming cruise? I know there's a lot of information about, and the drinks package may depend if you both drink somewhat. So what packages have we booked for the upcoming cruise? Well, we've got the Princess Premier,
Yes.
which includes their drinks package, a couple of specialty restaurants.
Which it charged us for initially. And
initially.
Then
it credited one back, but I got the other one credited back yet. It includes the photo pass,
which I think's not as big as it used to be, but we'll
see. And sort of all those bits and pieces. The Wi-Fi is included for up to 4 devices each, I think. You haven't got 4 devices, so that's fine. Yeah, I think that's
okay.
That's about it, isn't it?
Yeah, but we should.
It does other stuff. It includes like the unlimited desserts.
Them premium desserts.
So they have these premium desserts, which are basically giant
Knickerbocker
glories, sundaes, that sort of thing. And any one of them would be more than enough for one person to have a day.
A day?
Yeah, because you get that in the plus package. You can have up to 2.
One, like if you had one a week, that would be.
Well, you can have up to 2 a day on the plus. But one of the features of the premium is you can have unlimited. And I'm desperate to know anyone that's had more than 2 in a day.
They're not well.
Because they're so huge, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not good.
We do feel that we will get good value from the drinks package. As you say, it is a limit of 15 alcoholic drinks per day.
Yes.
Which most days that should be fine. The bar crawl day, we might get close to that limit, I would imagine.
And then for dinner, we always drink a bottle's worth of Whispering Angel when we go.
Yeah, we easily get good value from the Whispering Angel.
Yes, we do.
So yeah, we'll be doing a review while we're out there on the new Premier package, because we did one originally, but it's changed out on the ship.
Not when we're back.
Yeah, I know what I meant. When we're back, we'll be doing.
Thank you.
But yeah,
don't put more pressure on me.
Apparently, Chris recommends Epsilon tequila. Ooh.
Okay.
Cruise monkeys are up for the bar crawl.
Oh yes. Oh, that will be so fun. We'll have to invite Tom from Cruising with the 4 Bs as well.
Yeah, definitely.
We might kill him. He's
by himself.
He is by himself.
Tom, if you're on here, you've got an invite. Fraser says, "What a haircut, Mark. Love it." Thank you, Fraser. Do appreciate that. It's all been about Linzi's up to now, as usual.
Oh.
Also, hello.
Hello,
Hi,
Fraser. Hello.
We've got a question from Emma. Do you know the capacity has been capped for your inaugural cruise?
We think
again,
it has.
officially,
they
haven't said anything. But the strong rumour, and based on evidence.
Well, when Gavin was looking at it from Cruise Monkeys, he's been checking it, and he'd put
and Tom from 4Bs.
Yeah, they've been looking at it scientifically and monitoring all the availability. And I think there was like 600
plus rooms
available, and then they disappeared.
Yeah, what has happened over the last couple of days as well, again, I've seen this in the Facebook group for the cruise, is they've been upgrading quite a lot of people from interior or ocean view or whatever cabins they had into deluxe balconies,
which is lovely.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So if they upgraded them, that would suggest that it's been below capacity, and at 600 below it, that'd put it sort of at about 70% capacity-ish.
It would, but then it's how many of the Carnival and Princess management team and associates are them on it as well. They'll have had to make room for them.
Yeah. We've had a suggestion that it's recommended you take a tactical nap in the afternoon in the middle of the bar crawl. that might happen just in the bar. It might not be. It might not be the danger of if you've started a bar crawl at lunchtime and then you take a tactical nap midway through is that you just fall asleep and don't end up out of bed for a long while. Claire said the 4 of you together on a bar crawl will be good viewing.
Oh my goodness!
It'll be fun.
We must have little nibbles.
Well, Power DJ were having food as well as and having waters.
Yeah,
in between,
they were having cheese curds and things.
But yeah, Bridget says Ephesus is brilliant to visit. Ephesus. And Cruise Monkeys have said all new to us, so looking forward to them. But love Turkey, so Kusadasi is up at the top.
Lovely.
Well, so we've never been.
No.
There at all. So
no.
It'll be sort of really interesting.
Mhm.
Maria says, hi, both currently at Orlando Airport after NCL Epic Cruise, only 5 hours to
Oh,
wait.
bless you.
How was it, Maria? Let us know.
Oh,
We've been on Epic, haven't we?
we have been on Epic, yeah.
Long time ago.
It's a long time ago.
Steve P, what are your thoughts on Icon of the Seas? Which is interesting because we should have been going on that in a couple of days.
That's true.
We'd have been flying out there.
Until I had all my signs from about Princess.
Well, we'll tie that into the other question below as well. So we've got Steve saying, what's your thoughts?
Okay.
And then Travel Radio, have you checked the pricing for Icon of the Seas recently? Oh my God.
Okay.
So we'll combine those two.
All right.
So what's your thoughts?
You know what? I'm not sad that we cancelled it.
No, but what are you thinking about the ship?
I think
I have to say I'm looking forward to Sun Princess more.
It's weird, isn't it?
Than I was Icon.
It looks very bright.
That promenade looks amazing. It's so wide.
Yeah, but also every time I see it, it reminds me of an airport, which is what I said to you.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to do it to see how much I liked it.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything and gone, that isn't what I was thinking, or I feel that they've missold it or anything like that.
No.
I still want to do it just as much as I did when we first booked it.
Yeah, I mean, the surf side has been getting a lot of attention, whether people have children or not. That seems to be getting, and trying the food there. So yeah, we were watching Jojo. We've had to pause him because he was off to the fancy
Empire Supper Club, wasn't it?
Empire Supper Club, and they delivered to him a beautiful bespoke cocktail making kit to his room.
I'm sure everybody gets that.
If you book it.
No.
I'm going to say for the price.
I think that it's expensive. That's like nearly $200 a piece, I think.
Yes. So we'll be watching that. It'll be later on because
we've got some other lives to
we've
watch
got
as well.
Visit with us, Rich and Helen. I think we'll check Gary out.
Yeah.
Then there'll be all everybody's videos.
YouTube Sunday.
I love Sunday Cruise Sunday.
Yeah, it's great in the evening. But yeah,
it's so pricey though.
Yeah, going on to sort of Travel Daydream's question about it's obviously the price. Yeah, it's only got more expensive. The people seem to really want to go on it.
Yeah,
I really do, but I suspect it'll probably be at least another year away. One, because it's booked up for quite a while now.
Yeah.
And it does look good. That Surfside area where it's got the cabins looking out onto the area with the balcony with the shutter doors. Yeah. I don't like them.
No, I know you
and I would imagine that's really that's an area to stay if you've got kids. If you haven't.
Watching Jay from Ship Life, and you were like, it was him, wasn't it? And then you were like, I won't walk into those rooms. He'll just hear kids screaming. He opened the door, the balcony door.
And this was on the media trip as well.
And it literally, kids were screaming. So he went back in. We were like, no.
Yeah.
No, they'd have to pay us to go on there.
So no, they won't. I'd quite happily go into there.
Well, for the kids screaming bit.
I don't know the full context of this, but Ken said to Cruise Monkeys, watch out for the male shop assistants. The last time we were there, they dragged me into a shop and couldn't stop kissing me. Now,
that's Ken's magnetism.
I'm assuming Ken was still in his panto dress. He was dressed up as Widow Tonka.
No,
I'm assuming he means in Turkey.
In Turkey?
I'm guessing he means in Turkey.
Oh.
I think so. Because we were talking about that earlier on, weren't we?
Was it a carpet shop, Ken?
I don't want to know where you're going with rugs in that conversation there. Michael says, hello from the USA. My wife and I were going to England aboard Queen Mary 2 next year.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm the grandson of a Titanic survivor.
Oh, my
so I'll be tracing its history and my own.
Wow,
that'll be fascinating.
Michael. Oh, well, you can have a fantastic
Queen
time.
Mary 2 is such a beautiful ship.
Yeah, and I think we all agree I invented the way to work her.
Yeah.
You're not listening to me.
No, I agree. The sort of Linzi's tip guide, I would take it Mick out of a little bit when she first came out of this, not on camera, obviously. But where she was going. And I'm going to link a letter to each thing so I can figure out where I'm going. And then after about 5 minutes of her talking about it, I'm like, no, this is genius. So yeah, that's actually one of my favourite ship tips that you've done today. I'll be interested to see your ship tips for Sun Princess.
Oh my goodness. Don't do a back roll properly.
We're going to do some different stuff on Princess while we're on there as well. The intent, while we're on there.
It's all business tonight. You're all business
No,
tonight.
I'm just telling people what's happening, so they don't just go, "Oh, what's happening with this?" When we're on the ship, if you just suddenly see a live stream happen, it's because we're planning on doing just some.
You're planning on doing.
Well, you'll be appearing. Some just ad hoc live streams on there. They're not going to be an hour or long. They'll probably all be quite short, sort of 10-15 minutes. If we're at a restaurant or a bar or something where we think it's really interesting, we'll show you it all. So keep an eye out for them appearing. There'll be no notice. It'll just, we're here and it's on, and then we'll be off again. But we'll see a few of them, as well as there'll be Instagram stories and stuff like that as well. Brits on a ship have said, looks like premium desserts have been extended to scoops of gelato and slices of 3 types of cake as well. We need pictures from the sun. 3 types of cake.
I love cake, but 3 types of cake. Wow.
I'm glad it's extended to gelato because I like gelato more than the sundaes.
You do like gelato?
There will be definitely pictures.
Cake tasting.
Yeah. Cruise Monkey, Brits on ship directors to a cruise critic that had an agent that posted availability.
Oh, what's that?
About what we're talking about for how many people were on the ship.
Oh, right,
and whether it's at capacity or not.
Yeah.
Cruise Monkey, I'm guessing that as there is no shakedown cruises, they haven't filled it up as it could end messy.
It's going to be so messy.
That's my only bit of trepidation about going on Sun Princess, which is now the inaugural, because we've talked about this before. We proactively try to avoid inaugurals and go on like the 2nd or 3rd cruise.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, these days, as we just said with Oceania, if you'd have booked 7 cruises out, on inaugural. But even you look at Icon, it had some shakedown cruises before, and it had staff on when they were coming over the Atlantic, and then to San Juan, and then when it got to Florida. This is going to pretty much come out, and the staff have got from when it eventually leaves the docks eventually and heads out home, they've got that time to practice on it with no other people on there. So my expectations on the first night are that it may be a tad chaotic and that we're avoiding the main dining room. We have actually booked for a specialty dining for main
but that
first
might
night.
Be even worse.
Well, there's also a chance that the app hasn't worked properly and everything we booked is on just random nights.
Yeah.
Joe and Jim have said, how many Posh Fox did you buy or plan to take?
Well,
I've actually got a new jacket.
You have got a new jacket? I didn't bring it down.
No, you don't need to show that. It's very sparkly.
So you see, I've got one that I wore on MSC, that one there. That's from last year. So I've only ever worn it once. So I'm taking that one because it's in Princess Blue. I've also got a new one that's like a bluey green. You've got your new blue jacket.
Yep.
I also ordered a blue ball gown that I got in the sale.
Oh, it was stunning.
It was absolutely stunning. You're laughing because
well, I know where the story's going because I were here.
So I tried it on. It fit beautifully at the front. Sweetheart neckline, very nice. Corset back. I got it on. I said, Mike, you're going to have to help me get into this dress. He supposedly strung me up. What's the word?
Fastened you up the corset.
Fastened the corset bit up. And he went, you're in it. I turned round and it looked like a bad lattice pie from somebody who's not like from a bad baker. It was awful. There were bits of meat like spilling out of it. It looked
anyway, that
terrible.
went back the following day, didn't it?
Yeah, because if I'd got the size bigger,
it wouldn't have fit at the front.
It wouldn't have fit at the front, and there'd have been.
It is a shame because it was stunning. It really was a gorgeous dress. But the ones you got is beautiful.
Yeah, they're very nice. But I would have liked the ball gown.
So we've got a couple of formal nights while we're on board, but they're not formal to the degree of Cunard. So people dress up, and I'll have my jacket.
Themed.
They're not not that we're aware of yet.
Oh no.
I have heard a rumour in the Facebook group that they might be doing some sort of 80s party.
Oh, I'll have to get that dress. We'll see.
Well, we shall see.
Yeah.
The Stanleys, have you been on MSC Prezios? If so, what are your thoughts? We also have the extra drinks package for a Northern Europe cruise.
Nice. But that one's slightly smaller than Virtuosa, isn't it? And we keep looking at her as well.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, but
No, we've not at the moment.
no,
Drinks package, fantastic.
amazing.
We might end up on Preziosa in a couple of weeks' time. Michael said, my wife and I have never been to England or even on a cruise. Do you have any advice for new to a cruising person? Our first will be the Queen Mary 2, New York to Southampton.
Wonderful.
I mean, it's a heck of a first cruise, that, isn't it?
Well, it's a transit.
It's for most people that's like
Bucket
one of the
list.
top bucket lists, New
Yeah.
York to Southampton or vice versa.
Yeah.
So you picked an amazing one for your first one, Michael. Fortunately, there is lots of really great content on YouTube about Queen Mary because she's so popular.
Us. Yeah.
No, there's ours, obviously,
So
but
shocking.
there's some brilliant stuff on there.
Yeah.
I would just absorb as much of that as you possibly can. It is, compared to other ones that we're talking about now, like Princess or Royal or anything like that, it is much more formal.
Yeah.
You do definitely need to have some decent formal wear with you.
Yes. And then when you come into England, tell us where you're going in England and we'll try and help. Or somebody in the chat will be able to help.
Yeah.
Because
but you're gonna have an amazing time.
Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
So we had a great time. We spent a lot of time in Shaker's Martini Bar. Totally recommend the chocolate martini.
Oh.
You do like a chocolate martini, don't you?
A chocolate martini, I do.
I really don't remember that much about Epic.
I thought you were going to say I don't remember
much about the chocolate martinis.
Oh,
no.
From Apex.
Monty and Paige have said, what date are you on? We're on the October 4th New York departure.
Oh, wonderful.
Or 10th of April departure.
That's Michael, yes.
One of them. And they're on May 23rd, 2025.
Oh, lovely. Oh, you see, May can be so much better for your crossing than it can in like August time.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you booked any cruises for 2026 yet?
We have.
Have we?
No. What year is it next year? 25. We've done that one. 26. No, not yet.
What have I forgot here then? You said it with such confidence. I'm like, oh.
Well, maybe I have.
Maybe you haven't. You just haven't got to tell me yet. To my knowledge.
No,
we've not yet.
We've
started thinking about it.
Sussing them out.
I mean, 2025, we ain't got that many booked yet.
2. That's a lot.
We've got the group cruise.
Yes.
And I think we've just got one booked at the moment. We've got another one that we said we're going to do, which will be the Virgin Brilliant Lady Panama.
Ah, yes.
Because as far as we're concerned, that's booked, but they haven't released it yet.
That's the one that's determining how
the rest of it's playing out. Until we know when she's going to be doing that, my expectation for Brilliant Lady is that she'll only do two Panama cruises, so one that way and one back at the end of the season.
No 26 yet, but we keep looking. It's my hobby, really.
We will keep people posted.
Yes.
And we'll be having a group cruise in 26 as well. We don't know what yet. Tim saying, does an Antarctica expedition interest you where you sit foot on the continent itself?
Yes, it does.
It interests you a lot more than me. I'd like to do it, but you're fascinated by it, aren't
you? Yes. We've been watching. Oh, we sound really sad, don't we?
No,
we've been watching Sonny. What's his channel called?
Best Ever Food Review.
Yeah, but I think it's Best Ever Food Review 2 that it's on. And he's doing it at the moment on
Silver Seas.
Yeah, and he's got a fabulous sweet.
Yeah, he's not a normal cruise reviewer.
He's not a cruise. He's a foodie. He goes all over the world. He eats.
But they're on it at the moment, aren't they?
Well, his video is.
Yeah, the video in it at the moment.
Yeah, and I would love to do it. I'd love to do it. I'd love to step foot on there. I'm okay about the penguins. I'm not bothered about jumping in the water. I just want to step foot on a continent that's full of mystery.
And we've not been. So yeah, we'd love to do that. You more. The problem being they're all smaller ships that go there, and they tend to be a lot longer cruises as well. So if we went on that, it's a lot bigger commitment.
And you're not a fan of the Drake's Passage, are you?
I'm not a fan of the principle of Drake's Passage. Even when I've spoken with people like Rich and Helen who've been on it, and were really bad with it as well. Everyone I know who's been
Who
on
are
it's been
really
really bad.
seasoned cruisers
Yeah.
as well.
So,
Who do small ships, yeah.
Boots on was saying, reckon some of those freed up interior cabins might be used by workers.
That's a
really
very
good
good point.
Yeah, if they are having to stay on board to carry on working, they need somewhere to live, don't they?
Yeah.
Sandra said, "Oh, Lindsay, does my aft look big in this?" And she's referring to that blue dress.
It won't does my aft.
Sweet natured Ken has said, "Did we like his frocks? We
We
loved his
loved
frocks.
your frocks.
We wish we could have come down and see the Panther camp. It
Oh,
would be great to see Bob and Holly come down
yes.
there, and Paul and Carol and others as well.
Yeah.
We were just both absolutely stacked to work, and there was no way we could get down and back to see
Oh,
it.
but
I
we
would have loved to see
your
it.
frocks.
So
Loved them.
You looked fantastic.
Yeah.
As did Lindsay.
Lindsay looked fantastic. Lindsay looked like a Bond girl. I loved it.
Just you should set up a frock swap to fit the cruise. Not a bad idea. Watch this space. Travel agents, vendors for the sun look amazing. Question: which restaurant are you most looking forward to?
Well, I was looking forward to
Brito.
Brito.
No, but we're now not doing that.
No, the meaty one. Which one's that?
Butcher's Block by Dario.
Butcher's Block by Dario.
Yeah. Since we watched a Mark Wiens video where he had been to his restaurant.
Yeah, and then we watch it on Netflix. The
chef's
table, is it called?
I think it might be Chef's Table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been really looking for that. To be fair, I think that's probably one I'm most looking forward to.
Yeah.
All of the specialty dining that's available, we've got booked.
Yes.
So if any more open, we'll book them too.
Yes.
But yeah, Butcher's Block.
Yes.
And it looks like they're doing it in specific start times.
Yeah, so it's in
because there's one at 8, I think, and one at 5:30.
And it's family style as well. So it's
no, we're guessing it is.
Well,
again, lack of information. It
sounds like it's family style, all around one big table. So we sit with, because normally we like a little cute table for two. It sounds like you around a big table.
I'm fine with that for that particular one. But yeah, it's been quite weird because every one of the specialty dining restaurants, we booked them all, but we haven't seen a single menu for any of them because nothing's been published. We assume that Crown Grill is like it is normally in Sabatini's. I know that Crown Grill have got some special steaks on from Dario.
Special steaks, yes.
But yeah, we've just had to book everything blind.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Claire. She says, don't forget to like it. Oh, yeah, please do hit that thumbs up button.
I forget about stuff like that because
YouTube does like it because then it says, oh, people are watching this and like it. I'll recommend other people to it.
Thanks.
YouTube. So, Tony says, could you take pictures of the menu at Butcher's Block and Hotspot on Sun? I'm on it in December. We absolutely will be doing, Tony. We are very much looking forward to them.
Yes.
Yeah, Hotspot and the teppanyaki, which are both based in the same restaurant area, as far as we can gather.
Figure, yes.
But we booked both the teppanyaki and the hotspot. So
hotspot? What's a hotspot? Not a hot pot.
that's a very to a certain demographic in Britain. No one else is going to get that. Anyone from the US now just thinks that you've lost the plot there. And
lost the plot about hotspots.
A hotspot, not. Yeah. So hot pot. Theoretically,
we will report back.
We will definitely report back, and there will be pictures. Susan says, "Hi everyone, I'm late. Sorry. Do not apologise. You're most welcome."
Apologise, Susan. It's lovely to see you.
We're doing Iceland and Queen Anne in 2025, but nothing yet for 2026.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Yeah, we've nothing yet for 2026, as far as I know.
I would like to do a river cruise probably in 25.
Yeah.
But I don't know which.
No.
I'll have to see.
Yeah.
Michael has said, Southampton, and my grandfather lived at 22 Home Street, Stroud in Kent, then on to Edinburgh, finished up in Belfast and possibly Cobh, where we're planning. Yeah.
Or Cork.
Your family are all from there, aren't they?
Not all of my family, but I have.
Your family.
There's a reason I was in the hairdressers for 5 hours with bleach on my head.
Would it be something to do with the Irish ancestry?
It might do.
Mike said, I have no information for hotels except for Titanic Hotel in Belfast.
Wow. Edinburgh.
I was going to give him another tip there, and I've just thought of it.
What's that?
to if they're staying in London
Yes.
and you want to carry on this Titanic link to stay at the Kimpton.
Yeah, but it's gone mega booked since we stayed. We stayed just after it all opened again.
What's it called? Kimpton?
Something. Yeah.
It's on the channel. If you have a look back at sort of early hotel reviews we did, because we don't really do them as much now. The hotel was designed.
You can visit. You can go for a drink.
The hotel was designed by the guy who designed the first class lounge in the Titanic, and there's
restaurant.
And the restaurant, and there's statues that are in the hotel that's on the balcony on the stairway.
Oh yes, that was on the Titanic.
And its brother sister was on the Titanic. It's this Lucky George, the dragon.
The one in London's the lucky one.
So that's definitely worth looking at if you want to carry on with that.
And then Edinburgh, I love Edinburgh.
Where would you stay in Edinburgh?
I've just stayed in one off the top of the Mile. When I normally go, I stay. I think it's like. I can't remember. I'll remember what it's called, and I'll put it in the.
Have Virgin still got the hotel in Edinburgh?
No, it all went to pot.
Okay, I won't recommend that one. Then.
No, it would no.
It's a cruise life. I've just joined us. Hi guys. Alan has asked us, have you done or would you consider doing a Marella cruise?
I keep costing it, Alan. I keep costing it. I'd love to do one because they do the Adriatic, which I fancy. I'd love to do the
electric 80s one. That looks a lot of fun.
And
I think Paul and Carol who did that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and 90s.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to do that. But we were pulled up alongside them.
Yes, and got
in somewhere recently.
Split.
No, Valencia.
Split. We're on Virgin.
Were we on Virgin?
Yeah.
And they put some hammocks.
Yeah, so we do keep costing it. It will happen, I'm sure.
We will definitely do one at some point for certain. Hi guys, would you recommend Save or Select fare with P&O if paying for balcony looking to go Arvia? We've only ever gone with the Saver fare.
Yes. Because we don't get the coach down.
No, the
parking we do as the hotel combo.
Normally, you don't normally get that much on board credit.
It doesn't
value to it.
It's not that you don't get the same. It doesn't balance out, does it?
So it's never worked out great for us to do it the other way.
No.
But yeah, be interested to know from other people who cruised P&O a lot more than us. Yeah, Ken and Linzi, let us know.
Yeah.
Do you do the Select or the Saver fare more than anyone?
Yeah, because then apparently you qualify.
In fact, I'm asking that question, and Ken has said we make a decision based on the individual cruise. Sometimes Select can work out cheaper when you take the whole package into consideration.
Okay, lovely. Thank you, Ken. Yes.
Thank you. We didn't even have to finish that sentence because I spotted it was below. But yeah, it's never worked out for us.
No.
On the ones that we've done. We will tell you if next time it does.
Yes.
Have you cruised on Fred Olsen? If so, are they worth the cost? They're quite pricey compared to other cruise lines.
No, I keep costing it because they go out in Newcastle as well. So
which is relatively close for us.
Yeah,
it's only about an hour and a half.
Yeah, compared to the 4.5 to get down to Southampton. And I keep costing it, and you're right, it does look pricey. I don't know. I don't know whether we are, even though we are, and you're not going to like
in our 50s.
Yeah,
I said we.
I don't know if we're a bit on the young side yet. We do see younger people go on it and enjoy it, but I don't know if.
I know
we are their demographic.
Yeah, I know there's some people we know going on it this year.
Yes.
So I'd be really interested to see what they say. It'd be one of them that.
I think Ken and Linzi are going on it. I think it's Ballet.
I think they are, yeah.
They're
going on it shortly.
Yeah.
So if we'll wait for Kent to report back.
Yeah.
It is one that we will go on eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But right now, there's a lot of other ones that I would personally put ahead. But if there was a good deal on one of them.
Yeah.
A last minute thing, like in 2 weeks' time, for instance. I might be eating my words before the next live stream. The next live might be coming from Fred Olsen. Yeah, so let's see. Do you drive down to Southampton the night before or on the same day of the cruise? That's from the Stanleys.
It really depends. If we're going out on a Sunday, we tend to cruise down. We get up early doors, don't we, and cruise down the same day. At
Yeah.
least for Sunday departures.
Yeah. If it's on a Saturday or Friday, we always travel down the night before. 'Cause on a good day, it's about a 5-hour drive for us from here. On a bad day, it's about a 9 or 10-hour drive
Oh, that time we were parked up outside Birmingham.
for hours. So we try and
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
avoid that wherever possible.
Yeah.
But this time we're going down the night before again.
Yes. Yeah.
And we're only going as far as London this time.
Yes.
So it alters from time to time, doesn't
Yeah.
it? It's cruise like we want to do a Titanic museum in Belfast. Yeah, we do.
Wow.
We've never stopped on a
No.
cruise in Ireland yet, have we? At all?
No, which is a bit of a shame, really. So we've got to change.
We probably should do at some point a British Isles cruise.
We should do.
But it feels a little bit like a busman's holiday. Does anyone else get what I mean by that? That when you're getting on a cruise from UK, you generally want to go further afield, and it seems weird. We're driving all the way to Southampton to stop in Liverpool, which is about an hour and a half's drive from here.
Yeah, but you're arriving on a cruise ship. You're going on the cruise ship.
Well, this is true. And I've only ever been on the ferry on the Mersey there.
You have only been on the ferry on the Mersey there.
Yeah. But I would like to stop off at Belfast and
Yeah, and I got
check
go
out
to
those
Ireland
ones.
and everything.
We might have to have a look at that sooner rather than later.
Yes.
Any tips for first-time Cunarders? We booked Queen Anne in July.
Oh,
Travel
lovely.
daydreams.
Oh.
Absolutely throw yourself into the Cunard experience. And by that, I mean, get dressed up. I really wasn't bothered about going on Cunard until because I hate wearing a tie. The thought of having to wear a black tie really didn't appeal to me at all. So, but when we go on Cunard, I've never had anything other than a brilliant time.
Yeah.
And it feels like date night when we get dressed up on that.
It does feel like date night. And because it's themed, it's a little bit different as well. So you're going to absolutely, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
You really are. And if you feel a little bit like, I feel uncomfortable in this outfit because it's not your usual attire, I just have a couple of pre-dinner cocktails. And I might feel a bit anxious as I walk from the room to the bar, but after I've been in there,
you're fine.
I get into it then. Yeah.
Michael has said, thanks so much. Look up suggestions on your channel.
Oh, you're very welcome, Michael.
And yeah, Ken sets sail in 2 weeks' time. So he's on there while we're on Sun.
He's on there and he might be getting a friend. He might be getting 2 friends. He might be getting 4 friends.
JC, we looked at doing a river cruise, Danube, but the price is a bit scary. It can be, but I've seen some good pricing on it as well. We were having a look on, I think it was Viking before Christmas.
Yeah, but it was Christmas.
For Christmas this year, before, so I think before we booked on Queen Anne. And it wasn't crazy. It was like $2,000 for the week.
I think it was a
might
mega
be per person. I can't remember. But it wasn't as expensive as I imagined it was going to be.
Oh no, it usually is about £3,500. When I've been costing them, they are crazy. Unless when I've seen them, you go, oh, you can get on next week, which again might be a thing.
I like JCR's response that their date night is a trip to Tesco's on a Saturday night. That's been ours for the last few weeks.
Yeah, it has.
Sandra said on Pinot we like to pick our cabin, so usually select for us.
We play cabin roulette.
We're not as bothered, are we?
Well, we are, but we just play.
And it's worked out all right for us today. So far,
you've ruined in now. Touch wood for me.
Yeah, we'll see. Laura said, nearly missed you. Good evening.
Oh, hi, Laura.
Welcome. Mark said, cruise line stay at Titanic, you get tickets to Titanic Museum with you in.
Wow.
Even better. And they said that they'll check that out. So
he's going to have a great time. Just keep coming back. We'll find things.
What sounds like you two kids would be considered a couple of upstarts on Fred. Yeah, I think we would. Sort of a friend colleague of mine went on last year, and he's about 10 years older than me, and he said he felt the youngest on there by at least 10 years.
And Jane went on it with her mum, and Jane felt like a superstar.
Yeah, and she's the same age as us.
Yeah.
So
I just, if it was my company, I'd drop the Fred.
Just call it Olsen.
I just call it Olsen, because Olsen in the US, you've got the Olsen twins, you've got Scarlet Witch Olsen. That's the other Olsen.
You try to think of some Olsens then.
Yeah, it just feels a bit more sexy.
Yeah, it just sounds a bit.
It's the Fred.
I mean, that's not the reason that I wouldn't go on it. I'm not against a ship that's called Fred.
No, I'm just.
But yeah, I do feel that I'd be on the younger side.
If it was like, what's Fred in Spanish? Is it Javier?
I don't know.
Or is that?
Probably
Joseph?
not. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I know what I mean.
JC said, I agree. A cruise around the UK does sound daft, but I want to do it to see the UK coastline from a different perspective.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, the coastline perspective is a valid point. I've seen it when we've been on a speedboat off coast of Whitby.
Yes.
That's about as far off at coastline as I've got.
No.
North Sea we saw it when we were going on.
I would love to do it. I would love to do it. We should look at it.
But yeah, I'll be really, really interested to see Ken's take on it.
Yeah.
Fred Olsen is a water-based version of Warner Leisure Hotels.
Oh no!
Well, I'm not going to comment on that. I've never stayed at a Warner Leisure Hotels, but I've seen them. I've seen sort of the demographics that they're advertising to, which is not necessarily sort of us. When you consider sort of our favourite ship at the moment, favourite cruise line at the moment is Virgin. I feel that Fred's like the opposite.
We've got to try it though. I feel you've got to try.
Well, until things. You know.
No, until you've tried it, you don't know.
Well, absolutely. If you've any other questions, please throw them in. We're sort of coming up to the back end of it, so I've just got a couple of bits that I want to just show quickly.
Okay.
Just to remind some people.
Right.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, we have our Facebook group.
We do. You're so sharp today.
I look what?
You are very sharp.
I'm very sharp. I'm not very sharp. I'm not saying all. I'm just telling people we've got this lovely community of 489 members.
That's true.
And they are a genuinely lovely community. So if you're not part of that already and you are on Facebook, please do look that up and join us. You would be most welcome.
Thank you.
And for anyone who missed the reveal, the bookings are now open for our official group cruise for 2025. So not 26 yet. No, we've got to get the 25 one. Going out on the 22nd of September from Southampton for 7 nights on Independence of the Seas.
Yes.
Karen and Stuart of Martin Travel are organising all that for us.
Yes.
They've got us great rates. If you get in touch with them, they'll give you all the information. But they've also secured a really low deposit of just £150 per person. And per cabin, not per person. And then that's all you got to pay until final payments due not long before.
No, it's May.
May 2025.
Is...
So if you want more information, there's stuff on our website on sweetnatured.com and on the Facebook group, and you can just contact them. See, that's it. No more shop stuff. Apart from just to say, we also have our Sweet Natured membership. I'm kidding. So yeah, shop bits out of the way.
Thank you for your message.
You're very welcome. We jump on these last couple of questions.
Okay.
Because the next video tonight goes live at 6:15.
Oh, it does.
So we don't want to be on when that starts.
No.
But we're all right for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
So tonight's video is our guide to cruising on the Norwegian fjords.
And where we went wrong.
Yeah, we made a couple of quite costly mistakes on there, which we've covered in there and said this is what we shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
What type of cabin did you go for on Sun? Can you remember?
We went for a mini suite.
We did go for
not the fancy mini suite, the regular mini suite.
The fancy? Oh, the one
not the signature.
Signature one where it has its own restaurant as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
They look lovely.
They do, yeah.
What we've seen on the renders, obviously what they look like in real life, we'll wait and see, hopefully. But the closets, the cabinets are in the middle of the room.
I think you mean wardrobes.
Oh, wardrobes even. And Joe and Jim have said the birthday tea looks scrumptious.
Oh, it was fabulous.
Oh, it was so posh as well.
Oh my goodness.
And I mean, we had that fortunately thanks to a voucher that a friend of yours had give you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it were a little bit on the
pricey side when you're going on holiday. All being well in 3 weeks. I'm touching wood again. Okay.
Yeah. Alfie said that they enjoyed their cruise on Fred.
Yes. So we've got to try it.
Yeah.
And it goes out of Newcastle.
And Oggy Mojo Kitchen has just joined the Facebook
Oh,
group. Thank you, and
lovely.
you are very welcome.
Thank you, Oggy Mojo.
So yeah, the
Kitchen.
next video up at 1:15. Please do join us for that. That'll be fantastic. We will be doing some live streams, as I've said, from the cruise, not the regular live streams. That'll be back this time next month when we've just got off the cruise, hopefully. And we will keep you all posted. But
Yeah,
that's
it.
it is, because we're sort of just after 6 o'clock now. Apparently, Nellie Olsen was the evil girl on Little House on the Prairie.
Perfect.
So they should call it Nellie Olsen Cruises from now on. And
with an edge.
And on that bombshell,
we're off.
we're off. Have a great month, everyone. We'll see you for the next live stream, and we'll see you, fingers crossed, from some princess.